character and make sure that we don't have to interact at all. Now, Kimbo, not necessarily playing that. Oh, okay, I was right.
Yeah,
I was right. We're
go.
not getting Kazuya. I am surprised we're getting the Terry, though. I have seen a lot more of the Steve coming out in those types of situations.
Also,
where Kazuya is ill-advised.
Keep in mind, just literally today, we got a new tier list, and guess who's sitting at big number 2 and who's sitting at big number 7? That's right.
Little jab power dunk coming in. But no, this is a character that Myth has always had in the back pocket for a lot of those like weird matchups for Kazuya. Certainly a very seasoned Terry, so this is not coming out of left field. It's more like shortstop.
And Terry's one of those characters that can get you results, even if you're not really the most fundamentals, or rather, if you have strong fundamentals, but you're not fundamentally strong with the fighting game characters, if you know what I'm saying.
But this guy is. I mean, he's got that Terry, and of course, he's a Kazuya main, so he's got the neutral on lock.
Yep,
Certainly has the game plan.
Trying to hit that last hit of Nair to combo it into a forward smash. You can't trick me, Kimboiyachi. I know what kind of player you are.
I love that placement of the back air right there from Myth. Off air back air just sending him off stage. Looking like a Rivals combo right there, honestly.
I love that game that I don't play.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
I wish I played Rivals too. But speaking of playing, Myth is playing around up there and getting caught by an up smash on the side of Kimboiyachi, taking that first stock. So you know what that means. Up a stock, you know the vibes.
And Kimbo not here to play, here to win. Honestly.
Right.
Oh.
You know the vibes, chat. You know them. And unfortunately, the vibes are, oh, that should have been definitely a rising tackle.
I will say, though, Kimbo, you know, not the type of person to, like, camp out in the corner like some Sonics do. He'll box with you. He'll scrap with you even if he has the lead. I mean, of course, he's willing to play, like, patiently. He's not just going to fling himself at you. That's what makes him a good player, right? He knows when to pick his openings. But he's willing to get in there, throw out a couple of jabs, that neutral air, getting that advantage take going, a little double up air. I mean, that's just the Kimbo style.
Goodness, Ariel, this is probably the most scary thing if you're Myth. You've been having such a good winner's bracket run so far, and then your next match to get into winner semis right before top 8 is Kimboiyachi. You really have to play every single opportunity, every single advantage state combo to its best potential. If you drop anything, you're dropping your potential entire game.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing not a half-bad job at this point. The good thing about Terry, right, is his combo game relatively simple, right? We can keep it simple with 2-piece, a bucket of fries, and maybe get a good air dodge read.
Good hearty
that's what
meal.
He's all about.
A square meal type character.
Yeah, more like a Popeyes meal. It's not something you should have every day, but
a two-piece combo type character with a side of biscuits.
Yeah.
Ooh, and speaking of sides, we're hitting with that dash attack there, potentially setting up into one of our super specials.
Yeah, that power guys are going to be really, really great at calling out that spin dash if we have the opportunity. What a great back air out of disadvantage from Myth. Kimbo not expecting that one and just chasing him all the way up there. All of a sudden, those percents are even up. But with this go online, Kimbo now going to be the one to struggle to approach. Because honestly, how do we get the kill here?
I think the answer is wait for Myth to miss input and then immediately run across the entire stage with spin dash to kill.
Yeah, for all the things that Sonic has, he doesn't exactly have the most reliable button that he can just be like, you're dead here. But Terry, he's got a few options. Just that ability to be able to cancel into specials. Okay. Throw out that jab, throw out that forward tilt. Oh, here we go. That down tilt too, another great option, but around the world with the Kimbo, barely going to live.
Speaking of around the world, around the stage. Ooh, and just the up B barely keeping you alive in that situation. And speaking of alive, you're no longer as that back air hits. And it's time to be up a stock. How many times I need to say it, chat?
You know the vibes. And Kimbo now committing to that patient game plan. And he needs to win.
Chat, what does a good second place player say? The matchup is unwinnable. Give up. So we're not seeing any giving up taking place now, as Myth is just trying to very methodically place those power waves, stop the spin dashes where he can, but that desperation there, you want to get your approach. You don't want to force your approach.
I was going to say, throwing out these power waves doesn't seem to be the best idea. I mean, that's what got you killed in the first place, and you're losing neutral over it, and you're going for these rising tackles. Kimbo ready with the punishes, and we're not getting a whole lot of damage per hit, but, you know, the more and more percent that we get, the more and more this game comes out of reach. Doesn't matter if we get go online if we don't got time to go.
Oh, and there we go. Another jab, rising tackle. Now, another thing that I noticed that Kimboiyachi is catching up on is that whenever you see Terry do a burn knuckle, or what is that move called? Yeah, power wave. Sonic has a projectile of his own. It's called his own body with neutral B. If he throws out a homing attack, easily covers any of that stage that you're using to throw up that projectile. So if Kimboiyachi realizes that, Myth is going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, plus, if he has the time to be able to react to it, he can throw out that invincibility on the spin dash and just go straight through the power wave. I like that we're throwing it out sometimes because you still have to have that. I think it's like 30-something frames to be able to get that invincibility in the first place.
Ooh.
But,
oh my goodness, the atrocitus DI, the DI of despair and doom.
I was not expecting that. That was, we want to take the bracket of alternate success kind of DI.
Speaking of alternate, we've got some advice from a good, very iconic slow character player in the chat, Rowood, saying that he is 9-1 against Kimboiyachi with characters like Terry, Incineroar, and Kazuya. So, you know, I feel like Kazuya might make an appearance despite what we saw in Game 1, just because that's your bread and butter. You can't leave your bread and butter in the closet.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think that Terry was necessarily doing that bad, but you really do have to ask yourself, is the secondary Terry going to be enough, or should I just stick it out with the character I'm most comfortable with? It looks like Myth is going to take the ladder.
And
here it is. Oh, well, okay. And there it goes.
The ladder fell down. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Okay.
Oh! I was so worried.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Help me.
Help.
Yep, and still needing help is Myth. Stuck in disadvantage because the thing about Kazuya that we need to mention, obviously, this character moves like a lumbering oaf. He's a big, heavy guy from Tekken who's not supposed to jump, and then Harada put him into a funny platform fighter game where he has to jump around and hit funny moves against funny jumping characters.
Did you see that dash attack straight up beat Electric?
Did you see that Rage Drive
I
completely
did.
beat that Hedgehog? I hate that Hedgehog.
It killed at 6-7.
Whoa. What was that number?
67.
Interesting. Speaking of interesting.
There's nothing else funny about that number, guys.
Is there a second jump online? There is. And just barely making it back. And just relatively not barely getting killed off the top. Okay.
Get a little conversion there. Here's the thing, though. You see what Myth had to do to be able to make that? He had to get the luckiest read with that Rage Drive in order to be able to come back. If we don't get that Rage Drive...
Oh, no. DIing towards the platform. This is not what you want to do when you are Kazuya. And, you know, I really do appreciate Relwood's advice of playing the character that you love the most, but I think we're starting to see why that didn't happen.
Myth starting to get that advantage state going. But just not enough damage. I love this defensive play coming out from it. That's the second time this set that we've seen that aerial in the bubble, and Kimbo wasn't expecting. It's hard to react to that.
Yeah, and it's also the second time we've seen it not kill.
Yeah.
So
but damage is damage. I mean, we got to do something.
Kill.
Yes, sir.
The expression on Myth is looking for the answer across the venue. He cannot find the answer in game. Up smash? No, that's not going to connect.
Ooh, I was worried. Oh, okay. Well, we're making it back there.
Myth is starting to get impatient. He's starting to want to play Smash Ultimate, but unfortunately, he is up a stock, and you know the vibes.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a bad stage for Kazuya whatsoever, but...
The fear of throwing yourself off the stage and ending it all is very real right now.
Yeah, I mean, this might not have been the pick.
Yeah,
like Town and City versus
why
Sonic.
Why are we on Town and City? I almost forgot to ask that question.
I get it, right? Because, like, the FDs were probably banned. FD Callus were probably banned. We might have banned, like, a Smashville because we're Sonic.
Right.
So, like, this is a good... But I feel like
Small
you go...
Battlefield, maybe?
I feel like Hollow Bastion, not a bad pick.
Relatively large, but there's a platform that you can catch Sonic on. Instead of having to suffer on really, really big FD where Sonic says, you'll never catch me. You'll never match my speed.
Yeah, I mean, this is the struggle right now, and Myth taking to playing patiently, using that projectile of his own, saying, you know what, this character still got Power Wave. Let's see if we can make it happen. And Kimbo just not getting hit by it, reacting perfectly and willing to play for that time, because you know what? It may not look like a timeout right now, but if this is the strategy that we're going to be going for, it could get there. Oh,
there we go. Yeah, there's one. Oh, what's that? That's the whipped.
There's the mistake.
There's the kill. Chat, we've got ourselves a last stop. It looked like there was no hope, but to play Sonic, you need to be locked in at all times. I promise you, chat, that when players like Sonics are mocking the camera, leaning in as far as possible, they're not just doing it for the aura. Sonic takes constant attention to play because you make a whip like that and you die. You lose your lead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't down for the strategy at the very beginning, but it hadn't occurred to me, hey, maybe we're playing for that mistake. We're waiting for Kimbo to make that mistake and get in there. And we're down to this percentage, but taking that stock so crucial, especially he was at 79 when he got hit by that electric.
Exactly. Kazuya is one of those characters where, unlike Terry, you might get a few openings, and that might do pretty good.
Oh,
but with
there's
Kazuya,
the opening, no
you
jump!
only need one opening! With Kazuya, you hit them one time and they die!
Yeah, Myth really playing for the mistake.
Looks like Relwood was right.
He was right. Because listen, he realized very quickly that he's not able to force those approaches as Kazuya, but that's the character he's most comfortable with. So we wait for Kimbo to get just a little bit too aggressive, and Kimbo's like, well, I want to play the game. I don't want to sit here and take these lasers. Nah, Should have stayed back. Should have stayed back, because this is what he does. He does this type of stuff.
Ariel, the main problem when you play Sonic the Hedgehog is I want to play the game, but you can't play the game if you want to win. You have to not play the game. You know the vibes.
Yeah, it's just what you have to do to win. And I feel like in a match like this where you have these real bona fide stakes on the line, you got to do what it takes to win.
Exactly. You think
Props to
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
no.
Chat, just like the mentor
Oh,
Sonics,
no.
we are
Okay.
going off stage with a homing attack to say, you know what, I hate this stage anyway. Ooh, and getting 3 forward airs. All right, that should be a back air. Yep.
Oh.
No, there's
do
a
we have
jump online.
We do. Oh, Kimbo
Another
barely
down
missed the dash
smash.
guard. Both players definitely flubbing right there. Oh,
No! No! Kazuya following in the lead of a Hachi Mishima and throwing himself off a cliff. Up a stock.
You didn't have to join him, bud.
You know the. He's like, wait, Dad,
not that
I'm
bad.
coming. Okay, so the
I'm coming, father.
the misinput of despair and grief and suffering and pain took place, and now we have to play against a Sonic player who with pretty much half a stock left in his first stock as you are on your second.
Now, and look at him now. Kimbo's like, you know what? Up a
Kimbo's
stock.
doing the Sonic's pose. That's exactly how Sonic sits in his player cam.
You know the vibes.
We know the vibes, and if you're Myth, the vibes are feeling awful right now. The room's just really too slightly warm, and you're kind of sweaty, but like, you know, the shirt's stuck to you. It's the worst vibes possible.
More and more damage continuing to mount as Myth is really struggling to get his feet on the ground. I mean, he does not know how to get in here.
Lapped in percent at this point.
Oh my goodness, this is the struggle in the matchup, right? Is like if Kimbo's not gonna like make that very obvious mistake, where's it at? You know, where's the opening? It can be hard to find, and Myth just being forced to hold shield in that position. I mean, what else can you do as Kazuya? Well, you can get a read on when that spin dash is going to come through. It has invincibility, but it's not invincible forever, and just creating enough space to be able to get that electric off in the perfect timing.
Yep, that's one of those things in neutral where if you're playing Sonic, this is one of those things. We see a lot of people ask, how do Sonic players lose? The answer is they can't commit to the bit. The bit in this case is running away no matter what the cost is, never engaging in neutral of your own volition, and always whip punishing. In this case, waiting for your opponent to waste their rave drive. If you walk up when your opponent's doing something, you will never be in danger. Optimal Sonic does not approach. He only whip punishes.
Yeah, it's kind of that tag of the mental human condition, where like you want to interact with your opponent, and unfortunately that sort of bug in your brain is the exact thing that causes these types of games to turn around. Kimbo turning that bug off.
That's right. The proper way to play Sonic
Turning
is
him
to
out.
reject your humanity, to turn off the desire to engage, and instead play with the vibes. The matchup is unwinnable. Give up.
Become the hermit you've always dreamed of being.
Become the
Zero
hedgehog.
friends.
Exactly.
Win that free pass to Patchwork, because your life depends on it.
Chat, my favorite thing about Sonic is the way he turns into a ball. See, look, he's doing it again. Wait, he's gonna do it again. Ah, yes. I love Smash Ultimate. Yes, I love Smash Ultimate.
Leaning back in his chair, knowing that this is gonna be a tough one to come back from, a tough mountain to climb. But we still got 4 minutes of time left.
I mean, considering the fact that there was an SD in the first stock, this is pretty close.
Yeah, but
Not that close.
not that close. Yeah.
I'm delusional.
Oh, here we go, though. This is the opening. Oh, we drop it, though. I feel like we should have gotten a crouch jab there.
Yeah.
like, you got to play to the matchup, making the most of openings,
I mean,
the matchup.
Ariel, another unfortunate side effect about Sonic, characters like Sonic, characters like Steve, characters like Min, there's the mental tax. Or whatever gameplay that you're pretty frosty at, that you're pretty good at, all of a sudden your inputs become harder to do, you become sloppier because you've been playing this game for twice the time that you usually would have expected to.
Yeah, you're overthinking stuff because you're like, oh, I expect it to be done by now. What do I do?
Yeah, like you.
How do I approach?
It's like Plankton says, you finally get Sonic in disadvantage. You finally get your hands on him. It's like, okay, combo him. He's like, why did you drop your combo? I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far.
Yeah, what do you mean it's checkmate 40? I'm used to the fool's mate. I play against my little brother.
Okay.
What's happening?
Speaking of what's happening, I'll tell you what's happening. A potential edge guard situation, flubbed, lost.
Man, still struggling to find that opening as Kimbo sitting out in the corner, content to spin dash.
Man,
Really tuning
running
out
for the hills. Okay,
2:15 left on the clock.
Woo! Oh! Chat, you ever stand in front of a moving train and make it out alive? That's essentially what we just saw here.
Yeah, that up throw definitely would have done some magic. Here we go, though, from Kimbo. Little advantage sync coming on. Trying to get that good old air dodge read, but we sit back. 91% of extra credit. Down inside of the 2-minute marker. Myth looking to make that last-second three-pointer. Can we get in there? Little conversion from Kimbo. Can we get the edge guard? No, not going to find it there. Neutral air to try and secure the kill with the back air. Not going to get it there. But Kimbo just letting this lead go further and further. Up air not going to kill off the top, and Myth no longer having rage drive.
And Myth no longer having a stock. That's going to be going to losers and unfortunately denying the fist bump. Chat, you know, there are moments where the game gets a little more than just a game. Playing a character like this does more than beat you in game. It beats you mentally, in real life. It beats you over and over and over and over again until you just want to go home. The game that you love gets turned into something you can't recognize. But in order to keep playing this game, to be good at this game, you have to accept it for both the good and the bad. Smash Ultimate look like this sometimes. Other times it looks like this.
Yeah, I mean, the reality of playing a bad matchup like that, you got to play to your win condition. After that game number 2, Kimbo knew, hey, if I just don't make a mistake, if I just don't approach in a way that he can punish, I don't give him that opportunity in the first place, this GG's, there's nothing he can do.
Yo, just imagine like Sonic standing over here